rainforest again. Good evening, everyone. This is Maverick, and we are on a boat on the Daintree River in Queensland, Australia. We're surrounded by rainforests, crocodiles in the water, snakes in the trees, waterfowl, and dense mangrove trees. We'll take a look at all of this right now. Let's go. The Daintree River is north of Cairns in Queensland, Australia. The river empties into the waters of the Great Barrier Reef and is part of the unique environment of plants and animals from the dinosaur days. We had a knowledgeable guide telling us about the story of the rainforest and its importance. Our son spotted the black snake in this tree, and the captain maneuvered the boat back so we all could see it.
That's pretty cool. So, third longest python in the world. Apparently, also the python is responsible for these stories that read from stories. Now, indigenous area. Sorry? No, not at all. So, reptiles, similar to our crocodiles, the reason they're on those overhanging branches, they're trying to get away from the leaves to absorb the heat of the sun. Alrighty, let's push on down. They're waiting for the fields to be plowed, and that loosens up all the insects. And they also eat the parasites on most days. So Faye's about 32 years old. She's already got 2 babies who are further downstream. Hopefully so why is that a bird with such beautiful white feathers spends half its life walking around in mud? How does it keep those beautiful white feathers? It's got a few oils in its feathers. Spends a fair amount of its day preening its feathers, and it actually has once they do, they become an apex predator, and then they're pretty safe for the rest of their lives. Except of course from humans. So once they're adult size, 1.5 to 2 metres, nothing else is trying to eat them. They can live inaccessible. So our pneumatophores are also a good environment for fishes. Some of our reef species, mangrove jacks and snappers, they'll come back to these river and so the little fish weaklings grow up in the mangrove roots until they get large enough to go out the mouth. February, March, April. So we get an influx of many hatchlings every breeding season, but only 1 in 100 make it, so that number will dwindle throughout the year. Pretty stable population of large adults. So you'll see bunches of dead leaves bunched up on the branches. These are actually green ant nests. So it's quite remarkable. Our little green ants have actually gathered all the dead leaves together, stuck them in a little bunch, made their house on the branches of this tree just here. So if you disturb those little ant nests, you'll be absolutely covered in green ant. So if you're looking on the left, we do have our native hibiscus or sea hibiscus. You're going to see a beautiful yellow flower. The leaf turns yellow. Once that leaf's full of salt, it's going to drop it into the river. Now river water, very oxygen low, very high in bacteria. So Big Island Creek's quite protected from the wind. As we come down here, have a look on the left-hand side, you're going to see our crop root sources.
Dave, is this a good place for crabbing? No.
I've never tried, but probably.
Yeah.
Not a low tide, you can almost walk through here.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Put in the comments if you have visited a rainforest before. Be sure to like this video, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next adventure.